Shares of Sonos rallying over 60% this year alone. Just yesterday, the company announced the launch of its first ever portable speaker at an investor meeting, another post-IPO first for the company. For an inside look at the strategy this year, we're joined in a first on CNBC interview with the CEO of Sonos, Patrick Spence. Patrick, welcome back. Always good to have you.
Thanks, Carl. Good morning.
I want to get to the Roam speaker and sort of what it says about innovation and the way in which people are going to start leaving the house. But the revenue target for fiscal 24 is pretty aggressive. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, and yesterday was a big day, not only launching a new product, but also we really wanted to share our long-term view. A lot's changed over the last year. Obviously, as you mentioned, investors have sat up and taken notice, but I also believe that we're just getting started with this opportunity. So yesterday was really about laying out this opportunity. We think there is a ton of opportunity ahead. We looked at it in multiple ways. We helped investors with how to think about the category. And so we feel very good about the targets that we set for 3 years out and all increased from where we were before in terms of long-term guidance. So we feel very good about the future.
For a lot of companies, for example, Campbell's Soup today, amazing results last year. This morning, they're acknowledging the comps are going to be tough. That's been the narrative for companies that have sold goods that go into the home, like Staples and to some degree electronics. Is the Roam an attempt to follow Americans as mobility improves post-pandemic?
Absolutely, Carl. So it's a product that really, is perfect as the world reopens and people want to bring that great experience that they've had from Sonos with them, right, as they gather. So we think this opens up a whole new opportunity for us. And we talked yesterday about the fact that, today we have about 25 million people around the world using Sonos products and services. And really what we want to do is get over 100 million people doing that. We think that's possible over the next few years. And we have a roadmap to get us there. And that's why we feel so confident. So yes, we were born in the home. We've been there for 19 years. We've also weathered, a number of economic disruptions over time. And because of the strength of our model, the strength of our system, and the strength of our great products, we've been able to grow through that entire time. And so we feel good, if the world's in a situation where we go back outside and things change a bit, we still think we have a lot of strength and a lot of opportunity for the future.
Yeah, you mentioned it being in the home. I've got it in as well. And I noticed Sonos Radio recently I've sort of been experimenting with. What kind of user are you looking for? What's the strategy there? I mean, I'm not paying for it as far as I'm aware. I don't know if it becomes or is already a paying service at some tier. But Patrick, give us a sense as to what you're seeing.
Yeah, thanks, David. So there is both the ad-supported, which everybody gets when they get their Sonos, and it is our third most used service today. So it's shot up the charts there. People are loving it. But we recently introduced a pay-for tier as well, which allows you even higher definition audio and as well brings some exclusive stations. So around the holiday period, we had Dolly Parton do a couple exclusive stations. Bjork just launched one, FKA Twigs. And we really think it complements all the great services already on the Sonos platform. So we have 100 music services and podcast, audiobook services on the platform. And those are getting great use. And so we're seeing customers use something like Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon Music in addition to Sonos Radio or Sonos Radio HD. So we're excited about that. We think it fits a really, really nice niche with our customers and the kind of people we appeal to. Again, it complements the great on-demand services that we all know and love as well.
Yeah. Now, for those who have speakers installed under S1, under your old system, I mean, how many software engineers do you have? I'm constantly getting updates, which is great. But at the same time, you always wonder, are you going to continue to support older versions of the software as well for those people who have speakers stuck into the wall, as oftentimes is the case?
Yeah, that's a great point. So, 2/3 of our engineering team is on the software side. And actually, yesterday at the investor event, what I talked about is Sonos is really a story of software eating audio, right? So we go back to Mark Andreessen and him talking about software eating the world. That's really been our story and how we've disrupted the space. So a big chunk of our people is on the software side. It's our magic. We have accelerated those updates. So we're making the service better over time. We also create the longest lasting products that are out there. So, there are products from 2005 that people are still using on S1. If they want to move up and enjoy, some of the new features and functionality, that's what S2 is for. So we will have those transitions from time to time. But again, that we did that last year after 15 years of shipping products. So this is something that is almost unheard of in consumer electronics, how long we make our products last.
So, Patrick, just quickly, because I know we're running out of time here, I'm curious where you see the potential in autos. I know that on yesterday, you mentioned the partnership you have with Audi and its SUV. How do you see the potential there for installing additional sound systems, additional partnerships, and so forth?
Yeah, thanks, Leslie. So, what we showed yesterday is the fact that we're only right now about 7% penetrated in the $18 billion premium home audio segment. But there's even more opportunity ahead as we do things like Roam, and then we do auto, which get us into the $90 billion TAM of the whole audio market. And that's where we want to play. We want to be the sound experience leader, and we want to be in all aspects of your life. And so we're super excited to start that journey in auto with Audi and do it with the Q4 e-tron. But we're just getting started there.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.